from over 50 plus gourmet meal options, cooked by world-class chefs and delivered frozen, ready to eat within minutes and no commit. Welcome to the One Shop Gourmet Food Delivery, specializing affordable options to eat right and feel great. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Every ingredient is handpicked to the highest standard. And why you should buy from homebistro.com? Restaurant quality, made with natural ingredients, delivered right to your door. Overnight shopping is available. Diabetic, paleo, heart health, and vegetarian options to eat. Doing business since 1999. Courteous, knowledgeable, and professional support. Complete PCI compliant SSL security ordering, and great meals. Choose from some of my favorite dishes: the Mediterranean chicken with orange honey sauce, the charbroiled chicken romesco, or the grilled chicken breast with sweet and spicy vegetables. No matter what you choose, you can't lose with homebistro.com. Eat great, feel good, and save some money with homebistro.com. Hit the link in the description section below for more information.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Number one sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies and the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, who that nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Who that to the Black and Gold family, man. Big ups to the fam, man. Monday. Starting the week off the right way. Big ups to the great Saint Think Tank. We in the building, baby. What's happening? What's popping, baby? What's real with it? What's going on? It's a Monday, fam. Starting the week off the right way. Sports Coma's in the building. This one's called Saints. Bringing veteran cornerback Dre Kirkpatrick in for a visit. And this is a source, various sources, NFL.com, ESPN, among other, are saying this. We'll cover this story today. We'll do what the great Saint Think Tank usually do. We'll get into the coverage of, we'll look at that unofficial depth chart and see where Dre Kirkpatrick will fit. But first, before we even get that far, the Saints must free up capital money to be able to get Mr. Kirkpatrick under contract. Now, then the question would turn after that is, where does Dre Kirkpatrick fit? Is he a starting level cornerback or simply a depth piece? Well, I mean, it's interesting. He's 30 years old. We'll cover it more on the show. So much love to the family. I salute the great Saint Think Tank. I salute the Who Dat Nation. I salute the Black and Gold family members for being in the building. What's happening, fam? Appreciate y'all for being on the show. And like I've been saying for some time now, welcome, welcome, welcome. You're now rocking with the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, where we have intense, entertaining, educating, and enlightening sport talk from your favorite sports family. I'm Big Q, the host, and you the great Saint Think Tank. The best of the Who Dat Nation is in the building. Much love to the Who Dat Nation, man. What's happening, man? What's good with it? Hope y'all had a fantastic Monday. I did. Kind of hot, but it ain't over with, baby. We're going to keep running this thing. Big ups to GM Kev in the building. What's up, GM Kev? Who that to you, fam? Jerry Port Jr., who that to you? Brother Patrice, what's happening, fam? Appreciate you being in the stream. Brother Torrey, what's up, Brother Torrey? Who that to you? Brock, who that to you, Brock? Good to see you in the family. Much love to Brother Brock. Driving from Arizona to Louisiana, go and visit the fam with the wife. All right, Brother Brock, you be safe on the road, my friend. Much love to you. GM Kev asking, am I covering the World Polka Tour? I don't think so, bro. I'm not going to do that. Oh, no. All right. Much love to the family members. Appreciate y'all being here. What's up, Jasper? Who that to your fam? Good to see Jasper in the building as well. Ja Williams, what's up, Ja? Who that to your fam? What's up, Lewis? Who that to your fam? Good to see Lewis in the building as well. Much love to you and Yearn. Downtown Saint, what's up, fam? Who that to you? Good to see you in the chat. Appreciate you stopping by. Much love to you, fam. Oh, Cooler, what's up, old Cooler? Who that to you, fam? Big ups to old Cooler. True Louisiana, what's up, fam? Good to see you in the chat as well. Big ups to you, DeWine. What's up, DeWine? Who that to you? Josh Goat 23. What's up, Josh? Big ups to you. Tremal's in the building. What's up, Tremal? Who that to you? Lori, what's up, Lori, baby? Who that to you, Lori? Good to see you as well. Much love to Lori. Smallville in the building. Who that to you, Smallville? What's happening? What's up, Marco? Big ups to you, Marco. Much love to brother Marco in the building as well. Original Hot Boy 504. What's happening, fam? Good to see you. What's up, King Logic in the building? What's up, brother Logic? How you feeling? Big ups to you as well. Good to see you in the building, baby. All right, who else we got chiming in here? What's up, Mario? Who that to you? Big ups from Los Angeles. All right, big ups to brother Mario chiming in. Much love to you, fam. Appreciate you stopping by. What's up, Muse, baby? Who that to you, Muse? Good to see Muse in the building as well. Much love to you. Appreciate you being here. Lamar, what's happening, fam? Who that to you as well? Who that? U.S. Army in the building. What's up, fam? Good to see you as well. And big ups to all the Black and Gold family members. If I didn't say your name, give me a who that, and I give you a who that back, baby. You can't get no fairer than that. Please hit upon the like button, family. If you hadn't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and join the Great Saint Think Tank. Join the Who Dat Nation, baby. We in this thing. Much love to you. All right, much love. All right, so with that being said, fam, we did in this show. I got several news items, and family. I'm gonna try not to keep you long today. I'm gonna try not to keep you too long today, baby. Baby, I'm gonna try not to keep it long today, baby. Let me tell you something, baby. Baby, I promise, baby, I ain't gonna hold you long today, baby. You hear me, baby? Big ups to the fam. All right, so with that being said, we're gonna talk about this thing here with Dre Kirkpatrick, the Saints looking at him. And of course, we covered this on the prior show, family. I think it was on the Friday stream. We covered it and we talked pretty much about the Saints' money matters. And I think that's a big thing. So being that the Saints, think about it like this. The Saints has been a while since the Saints have taken a look at guys that's above the grade of great value canned goods. You know what I'm saying? Because you can get those guys really cheap. But when you got a veteran coming in here and he played for like a million and some change, I think it was with Arizona last year, if my memory holds up, is that, you know, the Saints, I think with the 400 something $1,000, I know it's less than 400,000. Saints have currently on their salary cap that an impending contract extension is due, perhaps either to Ramczyk, Lattimore, but as of like we covered last, Friday, we talked about the 5th of July, I want to say, or I'm gonna have to pull that up again. Y'all remind me. It's either I think it's the 5th of July. Or either June, I think it's June or July. I'm going to have to look it back up again. Y'all remind me that, you know, the impending tag cap is coming up real soon for the Saints. So, you know, with Marcus Williams. So getting Marcus, which is that 10.3 or 10.5 tag cap hit, the Saints extend him out. According to how Mickey Loomis does contracts, he always takes that first year and drops it below $1 million, right at $1 million, but just below $1 million to free up that extra bonus money. And if he does that, that'll free up roughly $8 to $9 million of cap, just like that. And you can sign your draft picks with the 2.5 or whatever million you need to sign all of your draft picks. You could be able to sign them and also sign Kirkpatrick and add another person if you like. So, I mean, that could happen with the Marcus Williams thing, which probably in all likelihood, being that an extension is coming up soon on Williams, for the Saints to decide on what they're going to do with him. That's more than likely where it's coming from. I can't explain, and it doesn't make any sense to me, why we take it so long to work on the extensions of Ramczyk and Lattimore. But like several articles we cover, and the writers astutely mention how late the Saints is in getting deals done, extensions done with players. Remember how long it took to get Alvin Kamara under contract? Y'all remember that? And how that all unfolded all up into camp, and he's saying, I'm not going to hold out. And then he started talking about he got epidermals and that he was actually in the building and he was going to see his doctor. And you know, and all this kind of stuff. And people's like, I think he's trying to hide the injury, all this kind of stuff. Remember all that? And then, of course, when they signed Elvin, they was able to get Demario Davis, who they snuck that in. That was a surprise one to me because people were looking at Demario, and then right behind Demario, Elvin Kamara, Demario got signed. So it just goes to show you very few times that I actually seen the Saints do this stuff on time. Come to think about it. And I like to thank those writers for cataloging that and bringing that to light. But, you know, every now and again, when you go through the C-19 bull crap that happened, you would think that, man, listen, you know, could we change it up? Could we get a little bit more responsible in our cap management? We don't push it to $100 million into the books anymore. Could we sign these contracts? You know, let's get these guys done, you know, soon, get them in camp, get everybody, you know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, you know, so we'll just have to look at it. We'll cover that today and several other items as well. So big ups to the rest of the family members popping in as we running it. Godfidence, who that to your fam? Good to see you in the chat. What's up, Jonathan? Who that to your fam? Big ups to you. What's up, DJ State of the Pelicans is in the building as well. Tyreek, what's happening, fam? Who that to your fam? All right, thank you, brother. Appreciate you being here in the building. Much love to you. Appreciate you joining in. So if you're not, like I said, what's up, Claude? Who that to your fam? What's up, 985 Live? What's up, fam? 985 Live in the building. What's up, brother? Good to see you in the chat. Long time no see, bro. Hope everything going all right with you. I know you was working on them streams. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know you was building streams, brother. You kind of heady. I got you, brother. Hope everything doing good with you, fam. All right. What's up, Claude? Claude says, who that Q? What do you think about Patrick Corner? I think he's a solid cornerback, man. I think he's a solid cornerback. You remember he used to be with the University of Alabama, big cornerback. I think he had like 13, 14 career interceptions, something like that. But he's a very inexpensive cornerback option to come in that can help the Saints out. He got size on him. He's kind of a tall guy, has decent speed, not known to be a burner. You know, he's all right. And I think, but, you know, we just need somebody to be there to kind of push him. Whether the Saints sign him is yet to be determined. But he going to work for less than $2 million in my book. So that could be what the Saints looking at, as opposed to Richard Sherman, who wants $6-7 million. You know, that's a big difference. You know what I mean, fam? All right, big ups to you. Thank you, man. Appreciate the sweat. We're going to get into that, Claude. We're going to get into that as well. All right, Downtown Saint in the building. DLP, what's up, fam? DLP, what's happening, brother? DLP say Atkins is hurt, can't pass the physical right now. So it will be okay. He was supposed to, I heard about him. Dallas was looking at him. So he said he can't pass the physical right now. So it'll be July or August before anything happens with him. Some other free agents have other issues that's keeping teams from signing. All right. Thank you, DLP. All right. What's up, Rodney? Who that to you, fam? Big ups to Rodney and brother Kendall. What's up, Kendall? What's up? Good to see you in the chat as well, brother. Appreciate you stopping by. So like I said, family, I appreciate all the family members for being here. If you're new to the stream, please feel free to strike upon the like button. Also hit the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. It helps out the platform and it's free. It's free, baby. You can't ask for no more than that. All right. What's up, KK504 and 404? Lady, what's happening, baby? Who that to you? And thank you for being here. So without further ado, family, we're going to get into our first article. All right. Jumping into this thing, we're going to cover the news of the Saints bringing in veteran cornerback Dre Kirkpatrick just for a visit. And like I said, we're going to be looking at the fact that the money is not there yet, but I'm saying that Marcus Williams, deadline is coming up real soon. So with that being said, that could be it. Or, and we also have the Ramczyk and Lattimore contracts. Let's just get that out the way, man. Let's just make it happen, Mickey. Let's take care of that, brother. All right, so without further ado, let's get into this article. The Saints may be on the verge, and it's coming from NOLA.com, Mr. Luke Johnson, his article in covering this thing. The Saints may be on the verge of shoring up one of the biggest areas of need prior to the 2021 season, hosting a veteran cornerback Dre Kirkpatrick for a visit, according to the NFL Network. Now, Kirkpatrick, 31-year-old cornerback, he is a 9-year veteran who spent last season with the Cardinals, matching his career high with 3 interceptions. He spent the first 8 years of his career with the Bengals, who selected him 17th in the 2012 NFL Draft. Cincinnati released him midway through a 5-year, $52.5 million contract after the conclusion of 2019 season. He's played 1 year at 187. You know what I'm saying? At 187. And, that was last year for the Cardinals. Now, that could be a good price tag as well. In 113 career games, Kirkpatrick has recorded 13 career interceptions, 72 passes defensed, and New Orleans has not been shy about his desire to upgrade its cornerback group before the start of the 21 season. It has released Janoris Jenkins to spring, creating $7 million in cap relief, but also opening a hole at the starting boundary corner spot opposite of Laddie Daddy. Which was, I didn't like the move, but it's done. Saints drafted Stanford cornerback Paulson Adebo in the third round of the 21 draft, but suggested after the draft they would still consider adding a veteran to the mix. If the Saints intended to sign Kirkpatrick, they would need to make a corresponding move, according to NFLPA records. New Orleans has just $348,000, man, as of Monday afternoon. So this is what the black and gold got, just under 350 G's. So that's why I'm saying we covered this before. And it's interesting because at some point in fashion, the Saints going to have to open up capital to be able to bring in Dre Kirkpatrick. So being that they are talking to him or bringing them for a visit, they know he probably ain't going to work for 300 G's. So 9 times out of 10, he probably going to open up the money and extend out either one of the guys, maybe both. We'll see who they do, but smart money says Marcus Williams first because the tag deadline is coming up soon, and they might be forced to make a move on his extension first, or maybe it could be Laddie Daddy or Ryan Ramczyk, but smart money says it'll be Marcus Williams first, baby. All right, so with that being said, Dre Kirkpatrick, how do the black and gold family members feel about Dre Kirkpatrick? Is he a starting level cornerback in your opinion, in your estimation? What's up, Dada? Who that to my dog Dada in the building? Is he a starting level cornerback, family, in your opinion? What do you guys think? In 117 games, was it? Let me see. Yeah, that's the more important thing when we take a look at the statistics, more so than the money. Playing at that 187 last year would be ideal underneath that for the Saints. Less than $2 million, of course, in 113 career games, 13 career interceptions, 72 passes defense. He's a big cornerback. He about 6'2", I think he is. He's a big old cornerback, 8 years of experience, and former first-round draft pick who's 31 years old. Is he a starting level cornerback? Is he or just somebody to push a Debo for the position? I like Dre Kirkpatrick. Always did, man. I always liked Dre Kirkpatrick. When he played for the Alabama Crimson Tide, I thought he was talented. That was some time ago. But if you look at what the Saints are doing, and we know we got Laddie Daddy who's facing time off, could be with Roger Goodell coming around the scoop. And, he might suspend Lattimore for a couple of games, a game, maybe 2 games, for what happened back in his hometown when he got arrested. So that's on the docket. And so you got a Debo there. The Saints picked up a lot of people like him, but Dre Kirkpatrick he would provide some veteran-headedness to the position. Then they'll need him at the third cornerback positions, Gardner-Johnson. And then at the fourth position is Patrick Robinson. And hopefully one of the other guys, the young cornerbacks, can step up and seize one of these positions, kind of push some of the veterans at the bottom of it. You got Ken Crawley in the mix and all that crap. But hopefully, I'm really betting on Keith Washington Jr., man. Hopefully Keith Washington could really step up because he got the size. He's smart. Remember, he was getting an interception every day in training camp. Y'all remember that? An interception a day. He was picking off Drew Brees. And of course, he had a real strange year last year. But hopefully, he can step up as well. But Dre Kirkpatrick will bring that veteranness to the team and at all provide at least some depth to the team as well. I don't expect the Saints to go, we'll see how it all shakes, man. We'll see. But Kirkpatrick's not a bad choice. All right, let's move on to the next article here. And this is coming from the Saints Newswire. Cameron Jordan leads 5 Saints-owned CBS's top 100 NFL players of 2021, according to the article. Cam is the man, once again, chopping in Sigler's article. Just how much talented, he says, just how much top-end talent is left with the Saints after an offseason of tough roster losses. According to Pete Briscoe, quite a lot. Briscoe ranks nearly as many Saints players in his top 100 as for 2021 as he did last year, with 5 against the previous 6, and that's after Drew entered retirement, having finished 2021 as Briscoe's number 11th overall ranked player. Pete Briscoe he has good sense. He's been watching the game for a long time, and he know never, baby, the bet against the black and gold, baby. We'll hurt you. Don't ever bet against the black and gold, baby. Don't you do it to yourself, baby. We'll hurt you, baby. We'll hurt you. All right, so we made the cut. Who made the cut in 2021? Let's dive into some of Briscoe's picks for the Saints and then get in some quick takeaways. Now, number 32 on his list, he was ranked 12 last year, Mr. Cam Jordan. Cam the man Jordan. Jordan fell 20 spots between seasons, which is due to the nosedive seen in his production. Whether he had an off year or is starting to feel the heavy workload the Saints have put him over the last decade, he's showing signs of a player on decline. Listen, man, let me tell you something about Cam. Cam motor is just as high as ever. It never stopped. Cam is this year. Cam, I've been following Cam, watching on social media. Cam is getting in better shape than he was last year. He felt like he had an off year to a degree. What was it, 7.5 sacks versus the double-digit sacks he had the year prior? But Cam gets double every damn time. It's very rare that you see Cam involved in one-on-one matchups. And the reason that is because he has this mentality, and y'all heard me talk about this before. This is the only thing negative I say about Cam, which is not really negative, is actually very truthful, is the fact that he thinks and he wants to stay clean, meaning that he don't want stunt. And stunt, y'all know what stunting is. Not with baby. With baby, yeah, playboy, he need to stunt, baby. Baby, take out your watch, playboy. Nah, not baby stunting. We talk about football stunting, which means when the end goes from the end and then switches in, goes from outside in the same move. He starts outside, then when the ball is hype, he hair ups and switches with the defensive interior lineman and then surprises the interior defensive lineman just like that. And he gets off the double team to a single one-on-one. That will get Cam's production up a little faster. He does not want to stunt. He calls what he's doing stand on the edge, is keeping himself clean, which I don't understand that. Being that if you double team, that's not keeping you clean. If you're stunting, that means 9 times out of 10, you'll get a one-on-one matchup that's preferable for you to be able to beat them guys. And I think Cam needs to stop thinking about that. I need to stay clean nonsense and start stunting more. That'll get his production up. That also create one-on-one matchups that you can't guard Cam one-on-one. That's just impossible. He mastered the art of the double team, and you can't guard him one-on-one. He's just too he's too fast, he's too strong, and he's too fundamental. Cam is refined this game. He's an elite level defensive end in the NFL. So in my opinion, Cam, come on, bro. Stop I want to stay clean nonsense and start stunting more, because that'll get those numbers up and it'll get you the one-on-ones that I know you can beat. All right, let's move on. He says Briscoe wrote he was a dominant force on the edge for the Saints defense. Even his sack numbers fell from 15.5 to 7.5 last season. He still has a lot of pressures and made life tough for opposing quarterbacks. Cam, you bring that stunting back, bro, you'll get every bit of them 15 and then some back. I promise you that. It's all about making life easier for guys like Cam. Number 37, Mr. Alvin Kamara, who's ranked 40, and now he's 37. How does he rank so damn low? How is Kamara, the kind of season he had? He only went up 3. Oh, well, anyway, this is not my stuff. Kamara averaged the second highest rushing attempts per game in 2020 and set the highest yards per try he's seen since his rookie year, while also leading the NFL in touchdowns scored from scrimmage, 21. But Briscoe slots him behind Derrick Henry, Delvin Cook, come on, man, Christian McCaffrey, while matching Cook's yards per carry and touchdown run totals with McCaffrey sidelined by 13 games due to injury. Personally, I can't imagine watching the Saints last year and coming away with, not only is Kamara not the best player in his own team, he isn't the top 3 running back in the NFL, but Briscoe justified himself by saying this: one of the special airbacks in the league, capable of beating you in the passing game with his ability to run inside. I just wish he got more carries. For real, Briscoe, you must not be watching the Saints. If it wasn't for Alvin Kamara's production last year, the Saints would have, man, I don't care if you not. Derrick Henry is an awesome running back. Don't get me wrong. Love watching him run the ball. Delvin Cook is special too. I always knew he was going to be special when he came from Florida State. I knew he was going to be awesome. Christian McCaffrey is awesome in his own right. But Alvin Kamara, man, he put on a hell of a season last year. If it wasn't for his production last year, man, could you imagine what the season would look like? It was some games where Alvin Kamara just took over, and like I was saying last year, Alvin Kamara was the team MVP in my book. He was available the entire season, except for the foolishness he did toward the back end of the season that caused him to miss that final the regular season matchup. But outside of that, his production on the field was second to none. He was the team MVP for me, my call here last year for the black and gold. But to not have him in the top 2 backs in the league is just ridiculous. How many of them other backs put up 6 rushing touchdowns in 1 year? I mean, come on. You got to respect our minds, and to a degree, they just kind of look past our contributions. Number 55, Mr. Mike Thomas, who was ranked 4th and dropped all the way to 55, and of course, they're gonna say because he was hurt. This isn't a surprise. Thomas dealt with a variety of struggles last season that reflected in his placement on the top 100 list. Prisco's take is his 2020 season was a disappointment in a lot of ways. He was hurt for much of the year. Y'all watch Mike Thomas this year. Watch Mike. He's been staying off of social media, not making a ruckus, but he's been out there working his ass off. He's got bigger, stronger, and more physical, if you won't think about that. Mike Thomas is on a mission to come back from, y'all gonna see. He was hurt for much of the year, suspended by the team for a game for practice field altercation. He had career lows in catches, touchdowns, and yardage, all due to injury. He just played 10 regular season games and was clearly not the same player he was the 2 prior seasons. And of course, we knew why, because at the end of the season, when the season was immediately over, Mike Thomas needed surgery. He had an injury he was playing with during the season that required surgery. So the injury truly couldn't heal the right way. And he didn't want to have the surgery because he wanted to be available for the team. But ultimately, at the end of the day, Mike did the right thing. After the end of the season, he got the surgery. He's 100% healthy, and he's raring and chomping at the bit to go. So I'm really, really, really excited to see what kind of Mike Thomas we're going to get this year. And I'm telling you, this Mike Thomas, aggressive, still plays with the chip on his shoulder, still, hear all of the rigmarole about him not being one of the top receivers in the game. Mike Thomas is focused this year. It's going to be fun watching him play. Number 61, Mr. Demario Davis, who was 51 last year, but dropped 10 slots. How? Let's see what Prisco's talking about. That's fair. Davis was still an impact. That's fair. No, that's not fair. No, hell no. You don't do what Davis did last year. Imagine the Saints defense without Demario Davis in there. Think about that. And also, that's why I appreciate Demario so much for real. Because Alvin Kamara, his contribution to the Saints offense last year was special. Demario Davis's contribution to the defense over the last several years have been nothing short of absolutely magnificent. What he's brought, he was the guy that was responsible for solidifying the Saints' inside linebacker position. Since Demario Davis has been here, we have not played musical chairs at the inside linebacker position. Demario's intelligent, he's tough, and he's spiritual. Everything that it takes to be a good leader, Demario Davis represented. And he's the perfect fit for the Saints defense. He never misses no games, and he's always there, and he gives you 110%. He's just special. And let's look at this. And Davis was still an impact defender for the Saints, but he wasn't the same first-team All-Pro we saw last year. Saw a year before. It's probably a sign of the career arc that he started to trail off. Now, get the hell out of here. You can miss me with that bullshit. Prisco wrote he wasn't quite as good as he was the year before. Man, shut up, man. I ain't going to even read that crap. Demario Davis continues to be disrespected, passed over for Pro Bowls, and all he does is bust ass on the field, averaging 100 plus, 110 or more tackles a season for you, playing in every game, bringing energy to every game, bringing fire to every game. You never have to worry about people saying Demario Davis ain't playing with his hair on fire. Demario Davis is taking plays off. Demario Davis won't play because he can't get his injuries. Demario Davis is making a fool of himself on the field, off the field. Demario Davis is being a shameful player to the New Orleans Saints organization. Are you kidding me? Demario Davis is the perfect representative for the Saints team. He's been there. And it's just appalling that people don't recognize Demario as the man. I just don't get that. It's the black and gold hatred and undervaluing the players. This team, defensive-wise, would not be nearly as good as what they are if it wasn't for Demario Davis, if it wasn't for him. I mean, seriously, he's a big part of what we're doing here. So Prisco can get the hell out of here with that one. All right, number 80, Teron Armstead, who wasn't even ranked last year, but he on there. Good on Armstead making the jump after Prisco didn't recognize him in 2020. Armstead was an honorable mention in 2019, having rattled off 3 consecutive Pro Bowl nods along the way. Prisco is late to the party, but he's finally given Armstead his due credit. He continues to be an outstanding pass protector on the left side of the Saints line, entering his 9th season. He also has improved as a run blocker, which is important with Drew now retired. Let me tell you about Teron Armstead. Armstead, and this is this is the credit that I give to the black and gold family, the black and gold men in the building. Some of the best, and we don't give enough credit. And I know I talk about the assistant coaches that play underneath our coordinators, but our position coaches are the best in the NFL. I keep saying that over and over again because they'll take guys and develop them into. Teron Armstead was a 3rd-round draft pick out of Arkansas Pine Bluff. And they took a Arkansas Pine Bluff player named Teron Armstead and turned him into a perennial Pro Bowl talent, occupying one of the toughest positions on the offensive line, the blind side tackle position of the quarterback, the quarterback's blind side. Teron Armstead, been absolutely talented. He had his injuries. That's really upsetting. He even changed his routine, changed his diet up, got a little bit better. Last several seasons, Teron's missed games. He's had issues with his, lower extremities. But Armstead's still one of the best offensive linemen we have. Up to last year, this year, I don't think he's the best O-lineman on the team. It's Ryan Ramczyk, in my opinion. But in the final year of Teron Armstead's contract, I think, you'll see him ball out and play game. But having Teron there, for a blindside tackle for Jameis Winston gives him a lot of security. Not to mention, if Teron misses games, you got James Hurst there who played well in spots. So it's interesting to see him have Teron Armstead on here. But once again, the men in the black and gold building took a 3rd-round draft pick out of Arkansas Pine Bluff and turned him into a perennial Pro Bowl. And we've done that with different offensive linemen that were not number 1 ranked guys. That was 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Even with Zach Streif was a 7th-round selection that earned himself into a starting right tackle position and played there 4 years before he became a vending machine with wheels. But outside of that, these guys deserve everything and then some. Now, key takeaways. Prisco confused Armstead with Ramczyk. The Saints' right tackle was ranked all the way at number 23 in 2020, placed him at 64, but expectedly fell out of the top 100 altogether. And that's the thing. Armstead is very good, but he's not the best O-lineman on the team. It's Ryan Ramczyk. Ryan Ramczyk is the truth. He's the best offensive lineman that we have. And listen, there's no shame coming in number 2 on that list, but Ramczyk is a beast, man. He should have been on here. But these guys, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Placing at 64 in 2019, but no way he fell off at all. He didn't miss any time. And Ryan Ramczyk got better than in the year before, so he can't explain that. The depth of talent is impressive, but Prisco does highlight it by putting 3 Saints players in honorable mention. Ramczyk is joined by Marshawn Lattimore, free safety Marcus Williams, and each of them is entering the final year of their contracts. That's 8 players total among his picks for the best in the league for 21, better than 2026 or 2019-7, 2018-5. Maybe some of its better name, hold on, it jumped on me. All right, hold on. All right. Maybe some of its better name recognition, but it's clear that the Saints team is bigger than Breeze. But on that note, the Saints don't have a single quarterback ranked among the NFL's best players, with Breeze consistently landed inside the top 20 in previous years. There are a lot of pressure on Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill, and maybe Ian Book and Trevor Siemian to prove why Sean Payton trusts them so strongly. Now, let's address that for a second. We talk about Jameis Winston. There is nobody giving Jameis Winston any damn credit. Let's just be honest with you. And why? Because what's up, DeWright? Who that to DeWright? Uncle Paulie, Slim South 504. What's happening, family? How y'all doing? What's up, Daniel? Who that to your fam? Good to see you in the chat as well. DeWright, who that to your fam? Big ups to you. And the rest of the family members, man. Appreciate y'all dropping by. Now, nobody's giving Jameis Winston no damn credit. Let's just keep it real, fam. They're not giving him any credit. A lot of people even said, and a lot of the people from CBS, not talking about Prisco per se, but a lot of people from CBS and ESPN and other major so-called networks have all said the Saints missed the playoffs because Drew Brees is not there anymore, Never mind the fact that the Saints were 8-1, almost 9-0 without Drew Brees as the quarterback. Now, I keep saying that because I want to impress upon the family members. I know y'all know, but for the idiots that don't understand, that's not Saints people, that's not black and gold people that do listen to the show, because I know they listen. That's where a lot of them be getting their talking points from, because they won't sound different and I don't sound like the rest of them. So they listen here and they get them ideas. But let me give you an idea for a second. Stop saying that the Saints missed the playoffs because Drew Brees is not there, when the Saints were 8-1 without Drew Brees, 9-0 almost, if it wasn't for that play at the back end of that Philadelphia game. If he'd have got them 3 yards on the run, we would have went on to win that game. But let that go. 8-1 without Drew. Why is that important? Because how many Hall of Fame quarterbacks that mean that much to their team, that a team goes and win that many goddamn games without them? You tell me who doing that. Not too many teams, if anybody doing that, except for the black and gold. That's what I'm saying that for. Because they're going to talk about the Saints missing the playoffs, and then when you ask them why, what's your rationale? Well, Drew Brees ain't there no more. That's why y'all going to miss the playoffs. Really? Dude, we were 8-1 without Drew. Then when you tell them that, they get a brain freeze. Must reboot, or does not compute, because they ain't nothing but a bunch of dumbass robots anyway, right? A bunch of androids. They all involved in the same crap. They read the same books. They read the same bullshit statistics, except the one that matters, the wins and losses. We're 8-1 without Drew. That's not to discount Drew, but in actuality, think about that. How many teams without their Hall of Fame quarterback put up a record like that? Most of them teams without their quarterbacks, their starting quarterbacks, will be 500 teams, or a game higher than 500, maybe 2, but not 8-1 without Drew. It don't work like that. Usually, because the quarterback means so much to the team that if he falls out of there, they have troubles replacing his production. Not the black and gold. The black and gold were 8-1 without Drew Brees. We can, anytime you hear them say the Saints don't make the playoffs, you tell they dumbasses that the great Saint think tank and the Who Dat Nation said that you full of bunk and BS if you keep talking about the Saints missing the playoffs, and then your rationale is because Drew wasn't there. You tell their asses that we was 8-1 without Drew, so stop talking about that. You don't have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out if you don't get that point. I can understand if we was 1-8, you justified in your statement. Well, the Saints without Drew, remember they were only 1-8. Then you can say, well, you know what? He got a point because we was 1-8, but it's not the point. We were 8-1 without him. So you have no idea what the hell you talking about. Bunch of dumbasses. As for the former Saints who left town this offseason, no one out of the group that includes Hendrickson, Jenkins, Janoris, that is, Sheldon Rankins, Emmanuel Sanders, Jared Cook got on Prisco's radar when ranking the top 100 or so players around the league. That tracks with the narrative that New Orleans took more hits to the middle of the depth chart than the starting unit. Let me tell you something. Trey Hendrickson, a lot of people didn't know what they was getting with Trey Hendrickson unless your name was Scoob. Scoob do it too. You wasn't pushing for Trey Hendrickson, because I damn sure wasn't. Trey Hendrickson was a Christmas present last year for the Who Dat Nation. If you say, well, we want a Christmas present, and Trey Hendrickson says here, 13.5 sacks from the opposite defensive end of Cam Jordan, here's the Christmas present for the Who Dat Nation. That's what Trey Hendrickson gave us last year, 13.5. And his Christmas present was a gift from the Cincinnati Bengals, an $80 million contract to be their new defensive end. But what I'm saying is, we got a guy that's playing Hendrickson's position that is stronger, bigger, faster than Hendrickson. His issue is health. Can he mimic a double-digit sack season? Well, Q, I don't know about that. That might be a lot to ask for. How is it come to think about it like this. How is it a lot to ask for a guy like Marcus Davenport, who's bigger, faster, and stronger than Trey Hendrickson, not to get 10 sacks next year? All he has to do is beat the single block that he's going to be. That's how Trey Hendrickson did. Trey Hendrickson got those 13.5. Gardner, he was going against one offensive lineman. Cam was doubled, and so was David Onyemata, and a lot of times Malcolm Brown was. So if that's the case, a lot of one-on-one matchups Davenport will see, just like Trey seen. So why can't Davenport benefit like Trey did? Right? Saying that. Now, well, Q, because he's going to be injured. Well, so with Hendrickson. Henderson made it through the year. Well, he still missed several games, but he still was able to give you 13.5. What changes Davenport from last year to this year? Cam Jordan, baby. He been working with Cam. He said the year prior that Cam Jordan is the guy he wants to be. He's been working out with Cam. He's been listening to Cam. He's been with Cam this offseason. He was healthy going into the season. So if you don't believe in Davenport, believe in Cam. Why? Because Cam has showed you over time that he can be relied upon. He can be relied upon. Cam has whipped the injury bug to a degree. He has injuries, but he plays with injuries. You don't even know until the season over with that he was playing with a groin issue 2 years ago that with the meat was tore off the bone. And he was playing with that injury. You ain't even know until the offseason. We ain't know until it was announced in social media. So like I said, Cam is a model of consistency. He's always there, high motor. He knows what he's doing. And then, of course, if you don't believe in Cam, let me give you another dude, Ryan Nielsen. Ryan Nielsen is another reason why we need to be really excited about Davenport's year this year. He has been working out with Cam Jordan, bro. He's been healthy this year. Remember, previous years, he went to the offseason hurt. So he had to rehab. That stopped his he didn't have to do with no rehab. He was healthy going into the offseason, so he got to work on his game, and he been working with Cam. So that's why I'm excited that Cam and Cam's going to get him online. So is Ryan Nielsen. So I'm looking forward to see what Davenport we get this year. And Trey Henderson showed me a lot, baby. Trey showed me that in the last year of his contract, he stepped up, and many people thought, including myself, that he wouldn't be able to produce that kind of digits. And Trey Henderson balled out. I know Davenport, who's faster, who's stronger, and has more upside than Trey Henderson, could step up and have a double-digit sack year. His main opponent is injuries, but Cam has the answer to that question. He has the answer for that problem. Anyway, and of course, Janoris Jenkins, we'll see. We got, maybe it's 2 guys replace Jack Rabbit. Maybe it's a Debo and perhaps it's Kirkpatrick if he signs. Maybe that's how it goes. We know Chauncey Gardner-Johnson's balling. I got an article right here I'm going to show with you. Of course, Jared Cook, who the hell with Jared Cook? But I love what Adam Troutman's going to bring. I think Traquan Smith steps up as well. Sheldon Rankins, David Onyemata gets better. And, of course, who's next to him? I says passing yo. It could be Shai Tuttle. It can be Roach. But these guys are ready to step up in the Saints offense. Bro, I have a lot of faith in those position guys. I have a lot of faith in the defensive line coaches because they've been showing us true sports. And the Saints have one of the most athletic defensive lines that I have ever seen them have before. All of these guys are big and they're fast. And we're going to see with Ryan Nielsen, who licking his chops to get to work to get these guys to make them one of the roughest, toughest sack monster units that the Saints have ever seen. And we done seen some stuff here in the Black and Gold building. Let me tell you something, baby. All right, so let's move on from this article here from Pete Prisco and go into this article from our friends at the Saints News Network, Mr. Kyle T. Mosley, Bob Rose. Big ups to you fellas over there. Continue to doing great work. Appreciate you guys. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, NFL top 10 coverage defender. How about that? The New Orleans Saints safety is gaining a reputation for his agitating and tenacious coverage skills, but his upcoming third season under coach Chris Richard, should terrify opposing offensive coordinators. I love it. New Orleans Saints safety, keep putting that out there, is gaining reputation now. All right, so let's look at it. Calling him Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, a.k.a. CD Deuce, GJ, instigator, or the NFL's biggest agitator, whatever you call him, also call him a problem for the league's offensive coordinators. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is evolved into an elite coverage defender. Around the NFL writer Nick Shook gave a breakdown of Next Gen Stats top 10, let me get that out the way, top 10 coverage players of 2020. The top 10 defenders had a minimum of 300 coverage snaps and 40 targets to be qualified for Shook's analysis. Other metrics he used were maximum passer rating of 80, catch rate allowed, a negative targeted expected points, tight window percentage of 20%, 15% for linebackers. And then let's get into it. Gardner-Johnson analytics by NFL.com. How did Chauncey Gardner-Johnson rate among the top coverage defensive players, right? Chauncey Gardner was ranked 8th on the list. Here's his analytics. Number 1, passer rating, 73.1. Catch rate allowed between expectations, minus 8.1%. Tight window percentage, 21.4%. Target rate, 20.2%. Average separation, just under 3 yards. And number 6, targeted expected points added, minus 15.9. Now, let's get into it. New Orleans realized he's best when using his physicality to take advantage, playing off coverage on just 28% of snaps. Last season, the percentage was 60. Now, Gardner-Johnson is a highly competitive player. He's intense and rambunctious. Style has garnered praise for some and made enemies of others. Neither will faze him. Nevertheless, it works well in Saints defensive coordinator Dennis Allen's scheme. He plays the slot defender position, much taller and larger than 5'11" and 110 pound. His 10-pound stature. Ex-Saints defensive back coach Aaron Glenn has confidence in him to cover 6'4" tight ends such as Gronkowski 6'6", Carl Rudolph 6'6", George Kittle 6'4", and top tight end receiving yards in 2020, Mr. Travis Kelce was 6'5". This season, he will follow his former Gator, fellow Gator alum, Kyle Pitts for the Falcons, 6'6", to the NFC South. You better believe Gardner-Johnson is ready for the challenge. Chauncey's stats and coverage grades: in 31 career games, CD Deuce has 115 tackles, 2 interceptions, 21 passes defense, 11 tackles for loss, 8 QB hits, 1 sack, and 1 forced fumble. In 2020, his Pro Football Focus coverage grade for Chauncey was 61.5. His overall defensive grade fell 70.9 to 60.3 in his rookie season, yet he did excel in pass rush at 79.0. Now, pestering a receiver suits him the best, at point recognized by the Saints coaching staff in 2019's rookie camp. Glenn said on Chauncey to reporters at the camp, "You saw a body that is you." He said, "You seen a body that is you, like that's built to last. You could do a lot of things with him. You're not afraid to put him in the box." He continued, "We're just excited to have him and should be able to make schemes for us to use this player to make sure his personality is used out there." That's what Aaron Glenn said. Chauncey Gardner's contract and future. 23 years old, entering the 3rd season of a 4-year deal at $3.3 million. He's set to earn a base salary of 150 G's and over 960 G's of his signing bonus in 21. The Saints' defensive backfield will be slightly modified in 21 since Glenn has accepted the defensive coordinator position with Detroit under former Saints assistant head coach Mr. Dan Campbell. The unit will be in good hands while veteran secondary coach Chris Richard is taking control of the DB room, who I like Richard a lot. I think he's an upgrade over Aaron Glenn. No disrespect to Aaron Glenn. I think Coach Richard is better. Richard was the coach who developed Seattle's Legion of Boom defensive backs with players like Richard Sherman, Earl Thomas, and New Orleans held its first OTA workouts for veterans 2 weeks ago. It will be interesting to see how Richard will continue to cultivate Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, maturing his coverage skills. Richard once told Dallas reporters that he wants defenders who have length, strength, and create issues at the line of scrimmage. "We want to cause as many problems as we can for an offense before the ball is even snapped." Now, I absolutely love that. I love that thinking. If Chauncey Gardner-Johnson reads this statement, it should be sweet music to his ears. This is how he plays, which is his game. Will Chauncey dominate under Richard this season? We shall see. I have to say he does, because he's on up and up. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is a baller, man. He is a ball player, and he's only going to get better and better and better, baby, in the Saints secondary. All right, let's move on to the other topics here. Julio Jones. How many of the family members think about Julio Jones? Is gone from the NFC South, but Saints will still have to play him again when he match up with the Tennessee Titans coming up this season. So we might still see him if he ain't hurt. Hell, he might be hurt in that game. Julio has gotten his wish. NFL's Ian Rappaport reports that the Atlanta Falcons all-pro wide receiver was traded to the Tennessee Titans, which ESPN's Deanna Rossini confirmed will happen in the next day or two. Barring any setbacks, Jones must first pass a physical upon being traded. And Titans have to clear some cap space to fit his contract under the books, but his saga appears to be nearing its conclusion. But it isn't good news. But it isn't all good news for Jones. He's still going to play an old rival in the New Orleans Saints, who haven't allowed him to score a touchdown against them since they drafted Marshawn Lattimore, baby, and Marcus Williams in 2017. The Saints are scheduled to fly up to Nashville for a noon kickoff on November the 14th, so mark your calendars. Ironically, the Falcons' first preseason game this summer will be against the Titans in Atlanta August the 13th. It's definitely an ugly move by the Falcons front office headed by former Saints personnel executive Terry Fontenot, trading the best player in franchise history for a reported second-round pick plus a swap of mid-rounders. The same compensation they got for moving Mohamed Sanu to the Patriots a few years back. Is a botched job, but it goes to show you just how poorly their roster and salary cap situation had become ahead of Fontenot's hiring. He became poison. What you want the man to do? I mean, he tried to get a first-round draft pick for Julio Jones. He got a monster contract, and Julio is hurt a lot. So you had to find the right move. The man had to get him off of that. Julio became poison. He didn't want – everybody took a pay cut except for him. He approached him. He asked him to take a pay cut for the betterment of the team. He told him no. So what I'm going to do, keep your ass here? You got to go, pal. No one player is above the team. That's what it comes down to. Not one player is above the team. And he might be the all-time catch guy or whatever he is for the Atlanta Falcons or whatever. I don't care. But the reality is that don't mean nothing right now. I'm asking you to help the team out by, taking a portion of your contract and let me give you this. Take this off of here and this off of here and pay you some of this right now so we can free up some money. We can make some moves. He would still be on the team, But Fontenot ain't going to play no games. He has no loyalty to Julio Jones. And besides, Julio Jones he's not even the best wide receiver on the Atlanta Falcons. I told people that 2 years ago. I say Ridley is the best guy there. Julio Jones can't even stay healthy. He's always hurt. You can't count on him. So the Tennessee Titans thinking Julio makes him a threat. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully the man can stay healthy, but that was the big move. That was the big problem with him. After Jones requested a trade, Fontenot had to do this just to sign his first draft class. At least they had a rookie tight end, Kyle Pitts, that can help keep the offense on schedule. Man, come on with that, man. The offense will remain on schedule. Calvin Ridley is a beast. They got other really good wide receivers down there that don't have no names. Just like we got guys that's here that's really good that people don't even know about. You can ask these national assholes all you want about who the Saints' best wide receiver are. You know what they're gonna tell you? No, Saints got a hole at the wide receiver position. That's lazy ass speak for not doing any research to find out who the Saints have on the wide receiver end. Even though we have a Pro Bowler, kick returner in Deontay Harris, who can be and will be a big part of the Saints wide receiver room. Marquez Callaway is going to be special. LaJordan Humphrey is going to step up. But none of these guys have big names, so they don't talk about them. They just simply say they got a hole at the wide receiver position. Traquan Smith can have a Trey Hendrickson type situation that can occur in his final year of his rookie deal. He can excel. He had his best numbers for Traquan last year. You don't think he steps up this year after a year of mentorship from Emmanuel Sanders? He learned how to play inside after several years of failing. He learned how to become an inside wide receiver, take that pain. Now he's going outside with the Saints' vertical passing attack that fit him or what he used to do at Central Florida. Come on now. But they don't think about it because they don't do their research. But these people got wide receivers too. Kyle Pitts, I've been watching Kyle Pitts. I'm an SEC man. LSU is my squad. That man was at Florida, and when he was healthy, he was a problem. He is a problem. So we'll have to deal with him just like we deal with all the problems that come to the NFC South. Mike Evans, all of them, they all come to the NFC South. We littered with top-notch players. That's why we the beast of the NFL. All the top talent come to the NFC South. It's just what it is. All right, let's move on to the next article here. That's by who is this? Who That Dish? Mr. Darrell Neal had the New Orleans Saints way too early roster projections for 2021. Let's see what Mr. Neal is saying about it. As we enter the proverbial dog days of New Orleans Saints summer of offseason, with the NFL draft as well as the team's rookie mini camp now squarely in the rear view, and OTAs as we knew them perhaps never to return, we can redirect our attention to the group of players from the Saints 2021 roster and how it will be performed. Despite the national media seemingly gleefully in their foretelling of a fateful salary cap reckoning that would befall the Saints this offseason, the team emerged surprisingly intact. Wow. Though they're saying that there are losses for the core group in New Orleans that came to dominate the NFC South in recent season. And you know what I realized about the national people? They were really gleeful and happy that Drew Brees was gone, that Jack Rabbit was gone, that all the guys that they thought Sheldon Rankins is gone, and all these other guys, Alexander Deloney, Quan Alexander, and a lot of them saying, oh, well, without those guys, the Saints are not going to win. Well, watch and see. Watch and see. Well, let's go over the group of what Mr. Nail's saying is what it's going to be. Quarterbacks, and this is projected roster going into 21. You got the New Orleans Saints quarterbacks. Jameis Winston is the top guy. Taysom Hill and Ian Book is the top three quarterbacks there in his summation. A lot of people like Taysom, But remember, Taysom has a huge hill to climb. Get it? Hill, Taysom Hill. He got, he got a huge hill to climb to beat Winston. Jameis has the experience. He has the respect of the team. And he's been in places football-wise that Taysom can only imagine. Taysom had 4 games of quarterback starting experience, over 30 with the Saints just up to last year, in which he was 3-1. Jameis has over 5 years of NFL experience, not to mention the high production of play at the collegiate level in which he won a championship. He is, in growing up, Jameis Winston was a Saints person. He dreamed of playing for the Saints. The Saints was his squad. So to have him to come here, and remember, the thing I didn't like about Jameis, and when Jameis, they were bringing him out, like, I don't want him here because he's dysfunctional. He got a lot of issues. Jameis fixed himself for real. The LASIK surgery, he got married, he became way more mature, he's more religious, and I think that's Drew Brees' impact and a lot of the top tier people on the Saints team that took Jameis underneath his wing that he didn't have in Tampa Bay and perhaps at the collegiate level either. He was always the man wherever he went. He was the man at Florida State. He was the man at Tampa. It was only when he got to the Saints he had to sit underneath the man, which was Drew Brees, future first ballot Hall of Famer, and taught him everything. Remember, it just wasn't this year. Drew and him always had a good relationship where he would call Drew for knowledge. It was only when he decided to come here, due to the counseling of Teddy Bridgewater, which is one of his good friends. Both of those guys are Florida guys, by the way. Grew up playing against each other, knowing each other. Teddy told him to come to New Orleans. He said why. Teddy told him why, showed him why. And now Jameis came here, and now he benefited from a year of Saints University with Coach Sean Payton, with Coach Pete Carmichael, with Coach Drew Brees, and all the guys that showed him the right way to win. And that's a big plus of Jameis' game. And we played numerous interviews from Jameis Winston here on the show, talking about his mentality and all this. The biggest problem Jameis had was Jameis Winston. He is not in his way no more, and he got the right way to win. And I'm just going to be really excited to watch what he do in the Saints' wide open offense, which he's not going to be the guy they're relying on insofar as he just be a manager. The running game will be used. It's going to become play action, vertical attack, in which he could throw that ball deep. It's going to be very exciting, and a lot of people discounting the Saints. And I'm happy they keep doing that with your dumb ass, because we're going to tear you up. And then the same jerks is going to be saying to you, oh, the Saints are coming out of nowhere. And it's just the same stuff every year. Anyway, running backs, Alvin Kamara, Latavius Murray. You got the fullback, Alex Armine there with Ty Montgomery and Dwayne Washington. So a couple of the undrafted guys that we like Tony Jones Jr. and Stevie Scott III, which is the 6'2", 235-pound running back, did not make the active roster, so I'm pretty sure he put him on the practice squad. But watch out for this group, because Dwayne Washington is a guy that is probably going to make the team because of his special teams play. But if one of these guys excel, Washington could be in problem. It could have problems. But Dwayne is a key. He makes the team and a lot of people's mentality because he's an ace special teamer. Wide receivers, he says they keep 6 of them. Mike Thomas, Traquan, Marquez Callaway, Deontay Harris, Jawan Johnson, which I'm anticipating to move to tight end. We talked about that last year before they made the move and said this guy's a tight end. He should be changed to a tight end. The Saints did it. Just look at the film. It's not hard to see, that he was blocking his ass off last year for the Saints. Didn't catch many passes, but he's a hell of a blocker already, and he could be a weapon at the tight end position. So the Saints, I think Jawan switches to tight end. It's a better position for him anyway. And then, of course, Quan Baker, in my opinion, makes the active roster. 6'1", 4.44 in the 40. Very good wide receiver. A lot of people don't know about him because he played at South Alabama. You put the film on, this dude is doing it all. Only thing you can say is he could work on his route running. But that Quan Baker kid was a really good pick for the Saints, and you're going to see this year why. Because he represents, and several other little guys that got here, Lawrence Woods represents the promotion of Deontay Harris from a kick returner, punt returner to a full-blooded wide receiver. I'm just hoping that Deontay will be ready for it. He bulked up his body to get ready to take on more of a Tyreek Hill type of mode because the Saints see him like that. We'll see. All right, so that's the wide receivers he has. O-line work. Let's look at it. Armstead, Pete, McCoy, Ruiz, Ramczyk, and, of course, James Hurts, Landon Young, and Mr. Will Clapp. Not a bad bunch of guys right there, especially the reserves. James Hurst plays tackle and guard. Landon Young plays both tackle positions, and I'm pretty sure Coach Payton's going to get them together to play a little guard just because he likes his backup offensive lineman with some versatility. And, of course, Mr. Will Clapp is there because he plays guard and center. You need a backup center as well. So good call by this on the writer. And, of course, some of his other guys like Ethan Greenridge and Derek Kelly and all those guys will be looking at the practice squad. So, although I like Kelvin Throckmorton, who also plays multiple positions, we'll see how all that fits. Tight end position, like I said, you got Troutman, Vanette, and you got Dylan Soner, which I think Soner makes the practice squad. I think Jawan Johnson fits better here. I don't know if he was looking at with that at all. But anyway, that's some of the looks at the Saints offense right there as we move past. Now let's look at the depth chart. This is the official depth chart for people who want to know exactly what a depth chart is. You can feel free to look at OurLads.com NFL depth charts /depth chart /New Orleans. Just look for the New Orleans depth chart, and it has all of the players that's on the Saints team listed in an unofficial depth chart. Of course, as you can see, the offense is laid out here. You see how everything looks. Of course, Taysom is here. I wouldn't put Taysom here. Jameis is before Taysom. A couple of things, are out of place in terms of the position, but outside of that, the most of the people are on the team. So you can see everybody that's currently on the Saints roster, all of the wide receivers. You can see that behind them. Guys like Deontay Harris and Callaway, Jordan Humphrey, Jake Lampman, which I don't talk about Jake Lampman very much. Yeah, decent speed, but more of a slot kind of guy who catches everything, got good hands. You see if Lampman probably land on the practice squad. Jalen McCleskey, who's, J.J. McCleskey's son, who is a speedster, and so is Aesop Winston, who the Saints have speedsters. It'll see where these guys fits. They're trying to get that vertical game going, and I'm looking forward to it too. And moving Jawan Johnson to the tight end position is another weapon. Just imagine Jawan Johnson and Adam Troutman running around there, creating hell for opposing defenses. So you can see, and then you look at the defense right here. You see guys like Peyton Turner here and Ryan Glasgow, who I don't mention enough. Glasgow is a good defensive interior lineman. Works well with Malcolm Roach and Shai Tuttle. Then, of course, Jalen Dalton was a guy they were really high on. 6'6", 300-pound plus nose tackle. Got hurt last year. I think he broke his ankle or his leg or something, whatever. They got Bronson, Albert Huggins, and, of course, Lorenzo Neal's son there as well in the defensive interior. Christian Ringo is another guy there. So we'll see how it looks on the back end because that's a big question of who plays interiorly at that position. I say it's Passanio, in my opinion, Tanu Passanio. I think he plays inside. That's just me. And then you look at the linebackers, see everybody there. Kate Nellis is there behind Bowen and DeMario and Pete Werner and all this guy. And another guy I'm going to put onto the Great Saint Think Tank Collective is this guy, Sutton Smith. This dude right here, y'all watch out for this freaking dude here. I don't talk enough about him, but go look at the tape about Sutton Smith. Just dropping a little something on the family members about draft Drew. People say, Q, who on the roster, who you like a lot. And from the linebacker position, two guys I like. I like Shaq Smith, the undrafted linebacker from Maryland. But this Sutton Smith kid, man, y'all go look this dude up. Go look at the film on this dude. This dude, man, is going to be something for the Saints as a backup lineman going into the future. Linebacker. Look, this kid could play, man. Had a buttload of sacks in college. Look up Sutton Smith, man. He can ball. All right, and then, of course, you see the secondary, which is the big key to everything we're looking at. You see Bladdy Daddy. You see Paulson Adebo situated here behind Patrick Robinson, which is foolhardy to me. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is the third guy. Paulson Adebo's there. So if you get a guy like, Dre Kirkpatrick, if he comes here, the Saints sign Kirkpatrick, then you have to flash forward to the draft, see where he goes. It's a battle between him and Paulson Adebo for that position. And that's what you just want to make it a competition. And whoever loses, more than likely, will become the fourth defensive back. And that's usually Patrick Robinson's position, which would be good because we need a competition for Patrick Robinson. He gets these hamstring issues. He's decent when he plays, but he's always hurt. And since he came back on his second stint with the Saints, he's been repetitively hurt to the point where we can't count on him. So to get a guy if it's going to be Dre Kirkpatrick, to bring him in here to compete with Paulson Adebo for that other slot position. And remember, if Laddie Daddy gets a suspension, then we could be dealing with having both those guys there that'll help out. So and give us some depth there. And of course, you can see guys and other guys like Pale Grant Haley And Deuce Wallace is there, is another guy they got there. And, of course, Keith Washington Jr., who I was talking about, hope he steps up and he's ready to play for the Saints Black Gold. You see Ken Crawley and Bryce Thompson, who I like a lot, and Lawrence Woods, which he's a 5'9" cornerback, but I don't think Woods is a guy that you going to play a corner. I think Woods is here for his special team prowess. They call him his scouting report. You look at the highlights of this dude. This dude is a awesome kick returner and punt returner. Hell of a special teams guy. And I think that's what his value represents for the Saints. And it's going to be interesting to see. So keep an eye out on guys like Lawrence Woods. Keep an eye out on guys like Sutton Smith. Eric Burrell's another guy to throw in there. Keith Washington, to watch how they're good. Another dude to watch out for is Jalen Dalton, who was balling for the Saints in camp before he broke his ankle or whatever it was that prevented him from playing. We'll see how it all shakes on the back end, but these are guys we got to keep an eye out. But getting another cornerback, and I said I want another safety to kind of help out there as well if injuries were occur, because they got Chauncey Gardner-Johnson right here. He's not a safety in the Saints scheme. He's a modified nickel, so he's a corner. So we just got J.T. Gray and P.J. Williams and Eric Burrell behind Malcolm Jenkins and Marcus Williams, has missed several games at the back end of the season over the last 2 years. So we could use some depth there. If not, DJ Swearinger, come and bringing him back, something like that. Hopefully we can bring him back. But anyway, that'll do it there. So the main article right here to do a summary, we talked about the Saints bringing veteran cornerback Dre Kirkpatrick in for a visit. Hopefully that'll be something that will, that turns into something. And perhaps the Saints will look at other cornerbacks who are free agents. We'll see. Only time will tell as we get closer and closer to Marcus Williams' tag deadline, which the Saints have to give him an extension or let him play under that $10.5 million cap hit for the entire season. We also covered the article dealing with the Saints that's top 6 or so Saints that was picked by Pete Prisco in his top 100 players. We covered the really good article by Brother Kyle T. Mosley in the Saints News Network about Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. We also talked about Julio Jones, I like to call him Fulio Jones, and his move from the Atlanta Falcons, and we still going to have to see him again with the Tennessee Titans. Hopefully he stays healthy for that game, and we also will talk about the what should the Saints do with the, well, that was a different article. And then, of course, we looked at the depth chart. So with all that being said, man, bounce back to the main screen there. And like I said, fam, it's interesting to say the least. So I think a lot, man, to be honest with you, dealing with this the pickup or the potential signing of a Dre Kirkpatrick could be something that is a positive. He played for 1.87 last year, just under $2 million with the Arizona Cardinals. I think he takes a similar deal with the black and gold, which is fine. And what it shows that our phone works, because I was thinking for a long time that all we had the power to do was just redial on, hit the redial button for Pete Crawley, for Ken Crawley, the redial button for P.J. Williams, the redial button for Patrick Robinson. We ain't have nobody else's calling, nobody else's numbers. So it's good to see that the phone worked. Good to see the Saints phone work and we not stuck calling the same people all over again. What's up, Marcos? Good to see Marcos in the building. Much love to your fam. Ramsey, what's up, Ramsey? Aloha to your fam. Good to see you in the chat. What's up, Will Dickerson in the building. What's up, fam? Saul LaPaul, what's happening, fam? Good to see you. Mr. Mike Larry, how you doing, brother? Who that to you? Todd, what's up, Todd? Who that to you, fam? Big ups to you as well and the rest of the family members, man. If I didn't see your comment, family, please drop it in and I appreciate you. What's up, Brother Wallace? Who that to you, fam? Good to see you in there, too. Big ups to you, fam. Yeah, fam, I got to give what's up, Kenny? Who that to my brother Kenny Sutton in the building as well. Man, I always got to give a mighty shout out to the Who Dat Nation, man. Because I know without the Who Dat Nation, man, without the Great Saint Think Tank, ain't no think tank. It ain't nothing. It's just me sitting up here talking to myself. So I know that's why I take the time to shout out the family members, man, because I'm the same as you. You know what I'm saying? I look at it, I'm one of you guys. That's why I shout out and recognize the family members individually, because you guys deserve that. Much love to you guys. What's up, Tim? Who that to you? Yeah, I know Tim. Tim said the phone been silent. Big ups to you. What's up, Tragic? Who that to my boy Tragic out there in the DWL? What's up, Muffin Man? What's up, Muffin Man? From Jersey. Chiming in from Jersey. I got you, Muffin Man. What's up? What's up, John? Who that, fam? He says, Q, is Caden Ellis ready to seize a starting job this season? I hope, you know what, Caden Ellis, remember several years ago, Caden Ellis was my preseason MVP. That's before he got hurt. He was balling, calling plays. Y'all remember that with Caden? And remember, Caden is Luther Ellis, the all-pro defensive tackle, one of my favorite defensive interior old school players, Luther, Big Luther. You know, and Caden got the bloodline too. But what's interesting is that he had those injuries and he never was the same. And I don't know. I was like, man, Caden Ellis, you know, could be a guy. Caden was a 7th-round draft pick, you know, and I was like, man, but you seen the Saints take in consecutive years, 3rd-round pick. They moved up in the 3rd round to take Zach Bourne. The next year, the 2nd-round pick, they took Pete Werner, which is a problem for Caden Ellis. You know, so you got Zach Bourne, you got Werner, and they got competition now. Now, last year they had some good. Joe Beshy was a good linebacker. The Eagles stole him off our practice squad. This Sutton Smith kid is something. Shaq Smith, the other guy, is good. Remember, them guys looking past old man Craig Robinson, who's not coming back on the team. They want hungry linebackers that's going to run down there on special teams and knock somebody's head off. Shaq Smith and Sutton Smith, these guys going to step up and give you that. Andrew Dowell, no, I don't know where I'm at with Dowell. But hopefully Caden Ellis could step up, man. I was really impressed with Caden several years ago. But when he got an opportunity to play, the Saints tried to give him a little burn last year when Alex Anzalone was struggling. Y'all remember that? And only thing Caden did every time he got in there on coverage was to let guys get behind him for touchdowns. Y'all remember that? So the Saints like, oh, hell no, let's pull him off the field. So, I mean, hopefully he got that fixed, man, because Caden Ellis has the speed. He's really intelligent. His injuries, man, he just got to get past those injuries. But, man, the clock's ticking on him. Hopefully he steps up. All right, what's up, fam? Thank you for that, Brother John. Ramsey, what's up, Sam? I'm glad we don't have to deal with Julio. I know. Yeah, Ramsey, you're right. And aloha to you, my brother. Appreciate you. All right. Nah, Kevin. Nah, GM Kev. I'm not covering the poker tournament, bro. No, we're not. No, we're not doing the World Poker Tournament, brother. We're not going to cover that. We ain't doing that, brother. We ain't going to be doing that. What's up, B Jizzle? What's up to my brother, B Jizzle? Who that to B Jizzle, man? Much love to you and prayers to you too, my brother. Hope everything doing well with you down there, bro. And be safe, my friend. Be safe. Jesus will save us. Who that to you, fam? Much love to you. What's up, brother Larry? How you doing, brother? Appreciate you being here as well. Damien, what's up, brother Damien? Who that to you, brother? Appreciate you, brother. All right, much love to you. All right, what's up, Tasha, baby? How you doing? All right, DeRight says, Big Q, you get me. Hey, bro, it's the passion, brother. It's the passion of a true downhard brother, that black and gold to the core, baby. And listen, my mentality, like I told the nation, a lot of people that come on and listen to the Sports Coma for the first time, you know, I'll be excited. I'm a facts guy. I'm a passion guy. I'm a facts guy. But, you know, I'm one of them type of dudes that if I'm with you, baby. I'm going to ride with you, baby. Baby, I'm going to ride with you. You know, I'm going to ride with you. That's what kind of dude I'm going to ride with you. I ain't going to stab you in the back. I'm going to ride with you, and I'm going to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to let you fall. I'm going to say, listen, we need, you know, listen, man, you might not want to do that. Let's think a little bit here. That's what kind of dude I am. But when it comes down to some of these media types that put on that plastic persona, that's like my number one enemy. Be like, nah, you ain't going to put this on here and sit up here and pretend like you know about the Saints. I'll look at you and no, you ain't know about them Saints. You don't know about them Saints. The great Saint think tank have a mastery in talking about Saintology. I keep saying it. When you talk about black and gold talk, I'm talking about the history of the team, and not just the good history, the bad history, the indifferent history. Listen, it matters not. I'm not a revisionist history guy. I'm going to tell you the truth. Like I told you about Tom Benson, how the dome and all that, during Katrina, I told you about all that. I'm going to keep it real. That's all we can do. But I also speak it from a person that's like, that he got squatters' rights. You know what I'm saying? Like I got squatters' rights. Like if I come, you've been with the Saints for 20 plus years, 30 plus years, 40 plus years. And if you got a guy come on the team, more than likely you ain't changing your colors, are you? You black and gold till you're dead and cold. Baby, hey, that's a shirt. That's a shirt in the pro shop. Wear it all the time, baby, on the show. I'm black and gold till I'm dead and cold, baby. You hear me? That mean I'm not changing them stripes, baby. A lot of these free agents coming here, they change these stripes, baby. I'm astute enough to realize that. So if you got here and I was here before you, baby, I got squatters' rights, baby. And I'm not backing off nothing because I know sooner or later you be gone. You be going and trying to go help somebody else win something. So my mentality is like, I'm for my team, you get me? I'm more for the team than I'm in for anything. And we keeps it real here regardless of what's going on. Y'all know we've been doing it for quite a while. That's just my, so if the family members that are new to the stream can get with that, fam, hit that subscribe button and listen to this realness, bro, because we all real up in here. We be dropping it because only the real listen to the real. Plastic people ain't going to be in here listening to this. I done already turned them off 20 minutes ago. They were, the plastics done already got out of here 30 minutes into the show. They already gone. And by an hour, they were like, oh, I can't take it no more. I got to hear some fake shit. But it is what it is, family. We alive, baby. We ain't reading teleprompters, baby. We real here. We're 100% real deal. All right, that's why I be challenging these Hollywood people, these little reporter people, not the down hard sake. Because see, if you down hard and you got to master it, you're going to get everybody on point. You're going to get them on code, especially with that Saint knowledge, especially if they got writers out there, you're going to get them together. You got other people that's talking all that stuff and being too aggreciatory and de-essing and kissing butt and all this kind of stuff. You're going to whip them 8 ways from Tuesday. You don't have to do all that. Just tell the truth and the people will recognize you and give you your love. It's only when you try to kiss ass, they going to call y'all. I call them out all the time. All right. What's up, Raquel? Who that to you, fam? Right. Okay. There you go. Not to mention Big Q like Pete. I got you, brother. You got to throw Pete up in there. I got Andrus up in there. I went a whole spiel last show about Andrus. You know what I'm saying? I hear you, brothers. All right. Big ups to the fam now. Let's see who else we got there. Much love to the fam. What's up, Ace? Who that to you, fam? All right, Ace and Candy Pound, Tom Banks. Much love to you, fam. All right, already. All right, I got you, baby. Who that to you? Thank you for being here. All right, big ups to you. All right, who else we got? Swag fan, who that to you, fam? Big ups to you. Tim says, just wait and see the handcuffs come off the Saints offense when Jameis the Truth Winston takes over. Fam, and New Wine Minds, what's up, fam? Big ups to you. Nolans, 504, much love to you, fam. Good to see you. What's up, Brandon? Who that to you, Brandon? Much love to you as well. This is the thing, and let me go back to Tim's question right there. I mean, his statement about Jameis. And fam, I just don't understand why they're not getting this. It's like, okay, they don't like Jameis Winston. When Jameis got out of there, they couldn't wait to blame Jameis Winston for the dysfunction that was happening in Tampa Bay. It was like, see, the only thing it took is one quarterback. No. When Tom Brady went over there, he made him add offensive linemen. He made him add. Go look at who they had to add, and they add additions. You think they would listen to Jameis? If Jameis saying, man, listen, I need this, that, and the third, they wouldn't listen. They wouldn't listen. It was only because it was Tom Brady that Tom said, listen, I'm coming. And then did you know that they surrendered general manager duties to him? He get the call with players that he want on there. Remember that? So, I mean, listen, you can't blame the whole dysfunction on Jameis. But even though those who do that, they still are short-sighted to understand that hasn't followed Jameis Winston's his journey into the Saints black and gold building. It's something about that building, baby. Baby, it's something about that symbol, baby. Baby, it's something about that fleur-de-lis, baby. You see it right there, baby? Baby, look at that fleur-de-lis right there, baby. It's something about that, baby. When you put that on your head, baby, it changes you, baby. It's a family, baby. That's what it is. And Jameis felt all that just like Teddy Bridgewater felt it. Just like a lot of these Saints people that come into the building that were in other teams, they come here and understand what it means to be a Saint. And it's changing. Like Drew, Cam, DeMario, and many. Let us not forget Tommy Morstead. He's a punter. But these guys were excellent teammates, excellent people, and they were the leaders of this team. They led this team. And that trickles down into guys that want to be great. You know, a lot of their game was, they learned it from those guys, and they're still in the building. DeMario, Teron Armstead's another guy. Teron's another one, the same way. Man, listen, these guys, if you're a 3rd round pick or a 4th round pick, a 5th round pick, a 6th round pick, a 7th round pick, or simply a guy that is undrafted, if you could play and your mind is right and you want to be great and you want to represent, the Saints will give you an opportunity. How many undrafted guys we got on this team that's playing right now? We get the best undrafted guys because the Saints are real deal. If you can play, they'll bring you in here and they'll teach you how to play and you become a star. And like I keep saying, remember, Drew wasn't no superstar when he came to New Orleans. He became a superstar in the black and gold building. Same with Mike Thomas. Mike Thomas was a second round draft pick. They had 6 or 7 wide receivers that went, 5 or 6 wide receivers that went before Mike got picked in his draft. And Mike's one of the best, if not in the top 3 wide receivers in the NFL, being in the black and gold building. Alvin Kamara was a 3rd round draft pick. Alvin's one of the best, if not the best running backs in the business. He got to be top 3. And, you know, you got to be out of your mind and ready to be committed if you consider them anything less than top 3. And then it goes on and on and on. The black and gold building will give you can play and you keep your mind right, you're going to play for the Saints and you're going to represent. It don't matter where you get drafted at, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, or 7th, or even undrafted. If you can play, we got a spot for you, baby. And even if you came from somewhere else where you was being disrespected, if you can play and you get your mind right, you're going to win up in here. You're going to win because the Saints take players that wasn't excelling somewhere else, and if they can stay healthy and they can wrap their mind around the concepts, they'll have success. That's why I keep telling people about Jameis Winston. Jameis didn't play all last year, but sparingly. He's super healthy, in the best shape of his career. And number one, it's not so much about physical Jameis, it's about mental and spiritual Jameis. He got himself together. He came here and got the instruction, and it got to be Drew. Like I tell you, when he comes to tears, when he asks about his transformation in Drew Brees, you don't ask him about nobody else. He comes to tears about Drew because Drew gave him the game and taught him about spirituality and how to be a true star and all this. Drew a superstar, man. Drew, and look at your family man, your community man. Very rare and bad things you can say about Drew. We got good and bad side. But Drew Brees got his priorities straight. Everything he do, he wins at. Well, he ain't get enough Super Bowls, obviously. But the reality is, at the end of the day, he's still a winner, man. He's still a winner. In the black and gold building, we make superstars, baby. Don't matter where you come from. It don't matter. All right, what's up, Chris? Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you being here, man. Much love to you. What's up, Kelly? Who that to you, Kelly? Appreciate you stopping by as well. Much love to you. Appreciate you guys, man, chilling with a brother on Monday. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all had a good Monday, man. As too. So, family, I'm going to wrap the show up on that. Like I said, I ain't want to try to keep y'all too long on tonight's show. I'm going to wrap it up right about now. I just like to thank you guys for coming in here on Monday. Much love to you guys. Appreciate y'all stopping by on the show today. Please feel free, if you enjoyed the live stream and you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you hadn't hit the like button already. And feel free to share the show in your social media feed. That helps out a lot too. And I wanted to give some shots out to a couple of family members that were following us on Facebook. Ramsey Ward, big ups to you, Ramsey. What's happening, fam? And Kevin Huddleston, big ups to Kevin as well. Appreciate you guys listening to us on Facebook. So much love to the family members there, and I appreciate you guys as well. I know Chris says, why they be baller blocking? It's just, like I said, man, people persecute the Saints. What's up, Kai? Who that to you, Kai? Big ups to you. Like I told you, that never changed, you know? It's something about, like I tell you, you put that Saint helmet on, man, and call yourself a Saint. All kind of little demon people come run at you. You know, they come to run and you say, okay, let's get up. Let's see what you got. 9 times out of 10, they lose, man, because they don't have what it take to beat you. Just kidding. They don't have what it take to beat you. When you call yourself a Saint and you put that, you carry that tone, man, listen, they can't stand a chance, man. They don't stand a chance, and they really don't get that. You don't call me no birdie team. I ain't no Cardinal. I ain't no damn Seahawk or whatever that is. I ain't no Raider or Buccaneer because they going to hell. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no Jet. I ain't no none of that crap. I ain't no Phillium. I mean, my bad, a Giant. I ain't none of that. I'm a Saint, black and gold, baby, and that's how it is. No doubt about it. So with that, what's up, Clarence? Who there to you? Thank you, family. Appreciate you, brother Clarence. Much love to you. DLP said James was the first overall pick, so criticism will always come his way. His way fair or not, unfortunately, he has now just got to ball out. And I agree with you, bro, and I agree with you on that. No doubt about it. You are saying the truth, and he will ball out. You know, and the cold part about it is we don't need Jameis to just do nothing but lay back there and throw that deep ball. All that speed we got, they don't understand, family. They don't understand. They think the Saints are gonna. They have some idiot out here. I covered it. I just showed the family members how they talking, so they can't renege when the time come. Oh, I always said the Saints was gonna be good. No, you didn't. You said we was gonna miss the playoffs because Drew wasn't there. But I'm like, how? That don't make any sense what they're talking about, because they don't know crap from anything if you don't pay attention to the Saints. There's no way in Sean Payton's QB-friendly offense that a quarterback as experienced and has got all the tools that Jameis has, the Saints are going to do anything else but be contenders in the playoffs. It just goes to the discipline of how much of the running game we bring, because they should be on the back of the running game this year. That opens up the play action so we get vertical. And they have no choice but to play those safeties down to that line of scrimmage, and we're going to take your top off. Sniper style, off the top. Defense, Saints faster than ever. It's just a matter of staying healthy. Davenport, Trey Hendricks, Traquan Smith, Davenport, Marcus Williams, Paulson Adebo. These are names that's going to be a part of it. A lot of these guys got to step up their games. Shy Tuttle, Malcolm Roach, Ryan Glasgow, Jalen Dalton. These men have to step up. Passing these guys have to step up, level up their game. Carl Granderson, step up. All these men, Zach Bowen, step up. All these men have to step up their production. And the Saints won't skip a beat. All these guys that we're missing out, you're going to see. We might drop a little bit for a little bit until they get it figured out. But we got the best position coaches in the business. Don't you forget about that, baby. Don't you forget. Uncle Paulie, what's up, fam? What's going on? He said, hey, Q, I hope the Saints give Winston a rolling pocket deal. I could see him doing that. I could see him rolling out and doing some stuff. I could see him happening that. I think this is going to be a fun season. We've been asking Coach Payton to run the ball. He's going to run the hell out that ball this year. Watch. He's going to run. Then Jameis start gelling. I just can't wait to see it, man. Start tearing these people ass up. Even we got the Madden simulations. The Madden simulation got Jameis throwing the deep ball. Drawing the deep ball, sucking them in on the play action. And God, like, look at this in here. He was drawing the deep ball. Drawing the deep ball. The damn simulations know it. Anyway, listen, fam, I'm going to stop on that. Damien, what's up, fam? Damien says, about that time to talk about them Tigers. Yeah, tomorrow, man. Tough Tiger Talk on Tuesday. Tough Tiger Talk Tuesdays. You know, we're going to be in the building on that. All right, so with that being said, listen, I appreciate y'all for chiming in, man. Much love to the Great Saint Think Tank and Who That Nation. What's up, Pelicans? Nola, good to see you in the chat, my friend. Appreciate you stopping by as well. And I'm going to turn you guys loose about an hour and a half on the show. And listen, we'll be back tomorrow for Patreon. For the family members, it's Patreon. We'll be back for our Patreon special. Every Tuesday, we do Patreon Tuesday. So we don't really be on our, you might not see us. For the rest of the family members that aren't Patreon members or YouTube members, you probably won't see us. But if you want to join the Patreon show, feel free to go in the description section and join Patreon. Patreon.com/The Pro Media Network. The link is in the description section. For a little as $1 a month, $12 a year. And they got several donation tiers depending on your, it's on you. But the cheapest one's like $1 a month. And you can help out the platform. So feel free to go to Patreon, sign up, or become a YouTube member, and you can join us for the Patreon Tuesday shows. For the rest of the family members, you probably won't see me tomorrow. I will be on the Tough Tiger Talk Tuesday for our LSU family members. So if there are LSU family members in the building, we do a Tough Tiger Talk, baby. Tough Tiger Talk on Tuesdays. That's a lot of T's. I know that's pretty tough. But anyway, we do that every Tuesday. Now we started up this Tuesday. We talk about Tough Tiger. So your LSU Tiger, LSU football Tiger people, join us. We got a platform there as well. So you can join us for then as well. And I'm also working on On Q with Big Q on the latest stuff that's going on out there as well. That'll be released probably before Thursday coming up. That'll be on Patreon as well. Patreon. So with that being said, fam, what's up, Josh in his bag? What's up, fam? Appreciate you being here. Chris says we should bring back the Wildcat formation. And man, you might see some of that. What's up, School? School said been listening from the cheap seats. What's up, School? What's happening, pimpin'? What's going on, Pimpin'? All right, big ups to you. Thank you, Kev, for that. And Dada, big ups to you, my brother. Good to see you as well. So I'm going to tip out on that. Y'all have a fantastic rest of y'all days. You too, Muse. Much love to you. Always got love for Muse. Much love to all my Sports Coma ladies in here. Much love. Got love for the ladies as well. Big ups to the ladies in the building. Muse, much love to you. I see you, baby. Thank you. And I'm going to tip out on that. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all keep y'all heads up. And I'll see y'all on Tuesday. And for those I don't see on Tuesday, I'll see you Wednesday. Peace.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Number one sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons. We won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies in the vets, players you should look at. It's the Sports Coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, who that nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the Sports Coma, all we know is say